me as well. I'm feeling a little, just a little bit like I needed to take a minute and take a breath before I hit the road. I'm going to be finally headed to Florida. I'm in Georgia. I had planned to hopefully pull off at 10. It's now 11:15. And then it just kind of hit me, okay, don't get caught up in the rush and hustle and bustle, because I don't like that. I don't want to be feeling like I'm grinding per se. Like, I want to be in a flow state, right? Shout out to Londrell again. I want to stay in a flow state, So that's what made me say, okay, yeah, you wanted to leave earlier and time is a ticking, but I'm still going to take a minute for myself. So I got me some fruit. Got me some grapes. I got an apple. Took out my lemon and my ginger shot for my water. Let me not front. I put a little agave in there too. I don't want to front, like, Taking me some deep breaths as a mood enhancement. I sprinkled some eucalyptus essential oil in the back of my bunk, because I like to catch a hint of that, especially when I go back there. Like, oh, it smells so good back here. That always makes me happy. Scents make me happy. Good scents make me happy. I also had another thought. While I was out here playing Ring Around the Rosie, pockets full of, I was trying to think of something else besides posy that describes how the rings around the fucking rosies make me feel, right? I'm also dealing with training myself. I'm training myself for a healthy relationship in the midst of this journey I'm on, in the midst of trucking that ass through these zigs and zags, miles, states, and experiences, tears and laughs, right? I'm training myself. Because I know the type of relationship I want. I know the caliber of man I want. The caliber of king I want. And the king I want, some of my personality traits, I'm fine-tuning them. I don't know if it's the Jersey in me. I think it is. I do know. It's the Jersey in me that once I feel rubbed the wrong way or feel like I've been, offended or something, and it might be my shit. I wear my own shit, and I ask people to wear their own shit. You sit in your stink, I'm gonna sit in mine, right? I'm cleaning mine up though. And one thing is, I've been known to, when I feel that way, I've been known to do a tit for tat tactic. And I can admit that I'm working on that shit. I've been known to maybe make a man feel like I was sunning him, if you will. And I don't want that. And so something came to me earlier. I was feeling away, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to do this thing. I'm not going to answer the phone. Or I'm going to say this. No, bitch, just don't be confrontational. That's how I talk to myself. Confrontational has not worked for me in the past. And it's not a hostile confrontational. Not anymore. But I still know how to be kind of nice, nasty, if you will. That's not cool either. So I'm checking myself. I'm having the opportunity to exercise some of these things, that I'm working on. And I'm going to take full advantage because I'm training myself. For when I do make the conscious decision to settle down and get into another, healthy relationship. I take into account the lessons our sister gave us. Sister Shahrazad Ali gave us some good lessons, and I take those into account so that I can stay realistic with myself, I definitely have standards and expectations, you know, and I believe they will be manifested in the king that, you know, that is for me. In the meantime, and in between time, every experience is a lesson. You know, get your lesson, sis. Every experience is a lesson. And I love men. I do. I love masculine. I love the masculinity of men. I love their voices, you know, especially men that are doing their thing out here. You know, whatever it is, if it's productive and positive, I love that. You know, and I can be patient. I can be supportive. You know, I don't require a lot of attention. I do prefer consistency. You know, and that's, I guess, subjective. Consistency is subjective. I'll talk more about that at some point, because that's been a running theme. Consistency, you know. And one brother said to me, well, I mean, no, I'm not the same every day, if that's what you mean. And I was like, okay, that's fair. That's fair, because we do have our good days and bad days. However, when there's a level of inconsistency that is suspect, my thing is, it doesn't have to be suspect if I know where I stand. If a man is being totally honest and upfront, and I can handle that, because, hey, kings be kinging, right? And if I fucks with you like that, because I don't, you know, I don't deal with many people. I don't find a deep connection with, I haven't found that with many men in this journey, you know. So when I do come across that, you know, I'm excited about it, you know. But as I said before, I now know chemistry ain't everything. It's a big thing to me, but it's not everything. There has to be some other things that that are intact, you know, also. But I wanted to speak also on the femininity, keeping your femininity intact. That requires you to be strategic at all times, not strategic from a negative space, like being manipulative. No, that ain't cute. But being strategic just in how you present yourself. Like earlier I was thinking, okay, well, I'm gonna say this. Then I said, no, bitch, don't be confrontational. Just be sweet. Period. Because I'm a sweetheart. I'm a sweetheart, you know, unless and until I feel like I'm being, you know, handled in a way that I don't necessarily like. But even with that, I'm retraining myself, because there's still a way to handle that, and it doesn't necessarily require confrontation. It does require graceful movement. And I am on a movement mission for myself as well. Truckin That AZZ is a big deal. It's going to be a big deal for those select people that need what I have to offer. It's also a big deal for me, because I'm on a movement mission. I am making sure that I move in a certain way that is beneficial to my own mental health, my mental wellness, my spiritual wellness, my emotional wellness, my physical wellness. You know, we have to be balanced out here. We have to be, you know. I just talked about what I'm about to eat, but I didn't talk about what I already ate. I had a few chips this morning. I started off with water and my vitamins and my supplements. Then I had some of my lemon water with my cayenne, ginger and cayenne and agave. And then I had a taste for some of those chips. I had some chips. Now I'm gonna have some grapes and some an apple, you know, and I refilled my water with some alkaline water. I'm drinking alkaline water right now. I do spring water, I do fruit water, I do alkaline water. Depends on what spirit leads me to feed my vessel. You know, and you might say, did Spirit tell you to eat them chips? Damn sure did. Just not to eat too many of them. You know, and I'm not eating any sweets right now. So fruit is my sweets. Taking another little fast, another little break from that. I just finished up a challenge. Me and some of my trucker tribe, we did a challenge, and I'm kind of doing one right now on my own because after the challenge, I had started getting back on the Mr. Good bars and shit, and I was like, well, hold on now. So I'm taking, you know, I'm just doing another fast for myself. All of those things, though, are a part of keeping yourself in check, you know, and making sure you're moving in the right direction in this thing. You know, trucking ain't easy. It ain't for everybody. I can say that, and I'm new to this, you know, so I can imagine those who are true to this. And I see the toll it's taken on some of those who have been true to this industry and decided to take this on as their career, you know. I see the toll, and I'm concerned about the wellness in the industry. That's why I've decided to, you know, make this a mission to make wellness a priority in trucking, because it's necessary. It's one thing to hustle and get the money. Okay, that's cool. But there has to be health in the hustle. Has to be a healthy hustle. If not, it's not. It's for naught. You're hustling yourself straight to the grave. You're not even going to be able to enjoy what you're hustling for. You know, that's a whole nother subject I will definitely dive into. I just wanted to share a little bit. Just wanted to take a minute to say some things out loud to those who may need to hear it and may benefit from it. Lady truckers, we have to put in, I think, a little extra work to stay feminine in this thing. You know, stay true to ourselves in this thing. And, you know, if you are dealing with someone that you love, it's even more of a reason to have healthy thoughts while you're driving. It's a wonderful time for that. While you're driving, while trucking that ass, all the thoughts and creative sentiments that may come across your mind, it's a beautiful thing. It can be a beautiful thing. But it can also be a time to have bad memories. So be careful. If they do come about, shift, don't stew. That's my new mantra. Shift, don't stew. Shift that mindset. Don't stew in it. Get back to a positive flow. A positive flow state. Stay on a high vibration. Whatever makes you happy. Put a song on and sing that bitch loud. Remind yourself every time those thoughts come about that may bring your vibration down. Shift, don't stew. Don't stew in it. Because no matter where we go, we take us with us. So allow your magic to speak for you. When people ask me now, how are you? I used to say, I can't complain. That was my thing. I can't complain. Now I say, I'm wonderful. When somebody asks me, how you doing? I'm wonderful. And you. I make a point to say that. We can be just passing like this. How you doing? I'm wonderful, and you? And I'll stop and wait to see what they say. And people always say, wow, nobody says that. Or, you really asking me? You gonna ask me how I'm doing and you gonna wait and see? Yes, how you doing? You know? And I can be in a hurry. But I'm out here on a ministry, and I feel that. It's becoming clearer and clearer to me why Spirit sent me out here. Not left me. Sent me. Brought me. Not even sent. Because Spirit's very present with me. Okay, I'm ready to hit the road. I'm thankful and excited. I feel loving. I exude peace, love, and beauty. All good things come to me. Crooked places made straight. I have a whole list of mantras that I'm going to get out to you guys in some kind of way. One thing at a time, though. I don't want to over inundate myself with this mission to the point that it becomes like burdensome. I want it to stay beautiful, not burdensome, because I want to bring beauty to your journey. And if I can be a guide on how to do that, how to bring beauty to the journey without allowing it to burden you, that's what I would love. This is Truu5Star, your life driver, trucking that ass. Don't forget to breathe. Somebody laughed at me when I said that. Of course I'm breathing, but they were taking breaths like, you know, we do that when we're kind of stressed about something, and it could be a subconscious stress that you're not even realizing that you are not breathing, taking in the breath of life. Do that every so often. It'll bring you kind of back to center. Londrell says, be in your body. That sounds simple, but when he says that on that song, I'm like, damn, okay. Be in my body. I don't know if I was in my body. Let me be back in my body. But take time out to do that for yourself. Breathe. Take a minute. Have your mantras. Let that be your word, you know, your mantras. I have mantras, and I'm going to share them too. I'm going to share my mantras, you know, because some people don't necessarily want to come up with nothing like that. But if you will take hold of minds and repeat them every time you may have a thought that shifts you into a negative space, repeat one of those mantras, it'll shift you to a positive space for sure. And that's a part of the practice. We have to continue to shift, and then it becomes a natural behavior. You'll have more positive thoughts than negative thoughts, and then you'll have more positive times than negative times, and then you'll have more positive experiences and attract more positive people, you know. Anywho, peace, loves.